on the search for Maura Murray. 20 years ago this week, the college student from Massachusetts crashed her car on Route 112 in Haverhill, never to be seen again.
This afternoon, authorities releasing this new age progression photo of what Maura might look like today.
What if I told you there's a mystery that has eluded answers for almost 2 decades? Maura Murray.
The mystery surrounding her disappearance continues to be an obsession for cyber sleuths and podcasters.
A young woman who seemingly vanished into thin air after a car crash.
The FBI has now sent out a nationwide alert on the Maura Murray case, which will help agencies from across the country better investigate the case.
Leaving behind only questions. What really happened that night? The truth is out there.
Marks 20 years since Maura Murray was last seen on a quiet, remote road in northern New Hampshire.
The suspicious disappearance of Maura Murray is one of the most talked about cold cases in New Hampshire.
And you might be one step closer to uncovering it. Don't let this mystery slip away without knowing the whole story. Keep watching. It's a case that has haunted the minds of many for almost 2 decades. In February 2004, 21-year-old Maura Murray disappeared without a trace after a car accident on a remote road in New Hampshire. What followed was an investigation that has since become one of the most perplexing and talked about mysteries on the internet. The circumstances surrounding Maura's disappearance, the fragmented evidence, and the countless theories have all woven a complex tapestry of uncertainty. The more we know, the less we understand. Maura's life before the disappearance. Maura was a bright, athletic, and promising young woman. Born and raised in the South Shore of Massachusetts, she excelled both academically and athletically, setting records in cross-country and track. She followed in her brother's footsteps to West Point, where she began her military journey. But Maura's path took an unexpected turn after 2 years at the prestigious academy. Instead of continuing in the Army, she pursued a nursing program at the University of Massachusetts. Her decision to leave West Point marked a shift, but no one could have predicted the choices she would make on February 9, 2004, a day that would change her family's life forever. The day she vanished. That morning, Maura sent a deceptive email to her professor, claiming that there had been a death in the family, though no such event had occurred. Shortly after, she packed up her room, withdrew money from an ATM, and purchased several bottles of alcohol. Her final phone call at 4:30 p.m. was made to check her voicemail. Then, for the next 3 hours, there was no activity on her phone. By the time Maura was seen again, she had driven to New Hampshire, a place her family often vacationed, and crashed her car on a windy road in Haverhill. A passing resident checked on her and was told that Maura had already called AAA. This was highly suspicious. The area had limited cell service, making it unlikely that Maura had made such a call. The mysterious crash and the vanishing. By the time the police arrived, Maura was gone. The Saturn she had been driving was locked, with no sign of her nearby. The only trace left was the car, an accident site that seemed to hold more questions than answers. The first responding officer noted strange details: a rag stuffed into the tailpipe, signs of possible alcohol consumption, and a cracked windshield. What didn't make sense was how Maura had vanished in the short window between the crash and the arrival of authorities. The missing hours and the investigation's troubling start. The hours following the crash would prove to be critical. The search for Maura began late that night, but authorities did not treat the crash scene as a potential crime scene immediately. This delayed response would become a source of frustration for the Murray family, who believed that these crucial hours might have been their best chance at finding Maura. Despite numerous search efforts, there were no footprints in the snow, no signs of where Maura might have gone. Her belongings, books, some alcohol, and other items were found in the car, suggesting she had left in a hurry. Theories about why she left and what might have happened have swirled ever since. What happened to Maura? Over the years, countless theories have been proposed. Some suggest that Maura may have disappeared voluntarily, seeking a break from her stressful life. Others believe foul play was involved. A number of witnesses and locals have provided various theories, including the possibility that Maura may have been picked up by someone. However, no theory has been conclusively proven. Theories continue to spread on the internet, where people post in forums and speculate endlessly. While some of this engagement has helped bring awareness to the case, it has also led to the spread of misinformation, complicating the investigation. The role of the internet and the media. Maura's disappearance occurred at the dawn of social media, with Facebook launching just days earlier. The internet quickly became a platform for public awareness and, unfortunately, for the spread of misinformation. True crime forums flourished, and armchair detectives began piecing together their own theories, often without any verified facts. As a result, Maura's case became a national mystery, but one surrounded by a fog of uncertainty and public speculation. While the internet raised awareness, it also added layers of complexity, with false narratives taking root alongside the truth. The Murray family, grappling with the loss of Maura, found themselves fighting not just for answers, but against the falsehoods circulating online. The frustration of the Murray family. The Murray family's quest for answers has been met with a series of dead ends and frustration. They faced bureaucratic obstacles and were forced to fight for access to police records, even taking their case all the way to the New Hampshire Supreme Court. Despite these challenges, the family's determination remained unwavering. Fred Murray, Maura's father, took it upon himself to lead the search efforts, often venturing into the woods surrounding the accident site. He gathered local rumors and followed every lead, no matter how unlikely it seemed. However, each lead seemed to fade, and the family was left with nothing but questions. The heartbreaking discovery of possible remains. Years after Maura's disappearance, new leads would surface. In 2021, human remains were discovered near Loon Mountain, about 25 miles from the crash site. This discovery sparked hope in the Murray family. Could this be Maura? But once again, the family was met with disappointment when the remains were confirmed to be too old to be hers. The enduring pain of the unknown. As the years passed, the Murray family's grief only deepened. Maura's family members have lost loved ones without ever finding out what happened to her. The toll of unanswered questions has been immense. Yet, in the face of overwhelming uncertainty, the Murray family has refused to give up. They continue to fight for answers, even as time works against them. A family's unyielding hope. Fred Murray, now older and battling his own health issues, still holds out hope that one day Maura's case will be solved. Despite everything, he remains steadfast in his desire to bring his daughter home, whether dead or alive, so that she can be laid to rest with dignity. Maura's disappearance is not just a mystery. It is a testament to the strength of a family's love and the painful quest for closure. The world may never know exactly what happened that fateful night in February 2004, but the search for Maura Murray continues, fueled by the hope that the truth will one day come to light. The unfinished story. The haunting question remains: where is Maura Murray? After nearly 2 decades, there are still no clear answers, no resolution. The mystery of her disappearance endures as a symbol of the unknown, a tragedy that has shaped her family's lives in ways they could never have imagined. Perhaps one day the final piece of the puzzle will fall into place, but for now, Maura remains a missing person, and the world is left to wonder if the truth will ever be known. As the haunting mystery of Maura Murray continues to captivate, we're left with more questions than answers. Will we ever find out what truly happened, and how many other chilling cases like this are out there, waiting to be uncovered? Don't miss out on the next twist in this true crime journey. In our next video, we dive into the tragic murder of Travis Alexander, a case that shook the world. Hit that subscribe button so you never miss an edge-of-your-seat moment. Join our community of truth seekers, because with every new story, the shocking details are waiting to be discovered. Don't be the one left behind.